Hello and welcome to YHTV's Flowing into Awareness with visionary and master intuitive Anatara. I'm Christina Suzuma, your host of this program. Today's subject is coincidence or synchronicity. And with us is Anatara.
Hi there, Christina.
Okay, which one is it?
Well, that was running through my mind as you were introducing me, and I thought, is it coincidence that we do this show together? Is it synchronicity? Well, there's a lot of both of them in there, or is it just because we chose to do it? And how did we get to the point that we decided, one or other of those things?
Isn't that interesting? I can't remember way back then. As far as I was concerned, we wanted to do it.
Exactly. It was automatic. It was going to happen. So I would say that what brought us together to start talking this way and to produce this little show together was because there were experiences of coincidence and synchronicity that showed both of us that we were interested in the same things. Mm-hmm. There were things of great interest that we liked to talk about, that we liked to share with people, and that we wanted to use the beautiful medium that the two of you provide to do that. So there are many parts of it.
Yes.
So let's look at the words or the ideas of coincidence and then synchronicity. Someone will say, oh, it was just a coincidence that I bumped into you today and that we happened to have tea together. And it's a coincidence that you and I happen to like the same thing. Well, maybe that's true. And perhaps those little things that the universe is working on all the time that bring us together in whatever way they do, perhaps coincidence and synchronicity are really the keystones of what is meant to be and how we work and play and love and know and do and experience in this universe of ours. So, what's the difference between coincidence and synchronicity? To me, they really are essentially the same thing. They come from the same source. They come from the same signature of energy for us as individuals. When a coincidence happens, it makes us pay attention. We have this little spark that goes, oh, that felt unique and special, more so than I feel when I'm just walking down the street. The fact that I walked down the street and saw a beautiful leaf fall from the tree, what an incredible coincidence that I am here at the moment that leaf falls. So we can observe the things that feel coincidental to us and realize that there is some sort of unique and special gift or offering or experience in the fact that we are together in the moment of coincidence with something else. So let's say that coincidence is about joining the path of something, joining the stream of something, realizing that something that we are all about is also uniquely coincident or occurring at the same time as something else that has its very own life, its very own stream of existence, which joins with us and merges with us sometimes. So there are many of these small and light, beautiful little moments of coincidence. And then there's synchronicity. And when I think of synchronicity, I think of those experiences as something that has definitely been brought about by an intuitive thought or the intuitive nature of whatever it is that I am noticing or paying attention to. So I suppose what I'm saying is that synchronicity, when something feels truly synchronistic to us, it has a deeper sort of awareness to it. It provides a deeper awareness for us if we pay attention than perhaps just coincidence does. Coincidence is almost like it's like the light version of synchronicity. Synchronicity are those deep, deep moments where many things seem to coalesce, to join one another, to become noticeable by one another. So synchronicity brings out that spark of awareness in a deeper and I'm going to use again the word resonant way, where we are sure that there's something very deeply rooted within us that is coming out, is noticing, is being very aware of what's around us, and is joining with that. How does it work for you, Christina?
That's yes. That's what I'm saying. Yes. I mean, because the two have such similar patterns, but I concur with you about synchronicity. Synchronicity is of like, for me, resonates at such a higher level or a deeper level, as you would say, where the alignment of patterns or the alignments of what is happening in that moment are so pure and so, it's so clear. There's no ands, ifs, or buts. It's clear. And that to me is when I feel, okay, this is synchronicity, which coincidence is like, oh, hi, oh yeah, oh, we're here at the same time, and oh, we run into each other. Oh, what a great coincidence. But synchronicity is, there is no way to describe it because it's so beautiful. The patterns that just go and just all in alignment.
And you are describing it beautifully.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
It's not an easy.
No, it's not. And I really believe that you just have described it beautifully. Everything that you all the words that you use to describe how you feel when you know that something is synchronistic, that is exactly how I feel when I feel that depth, that truth. It's almost as if the reality is so pure and so clear and so clean that it gives you a rush up the back of your spine,
yes.
and you can't resist whatever it is that it's showing you or telling you.
Yes.
And to me, that is synchronicity. And it's in those moments that we are actually having a very, very real connection with insight, about ourselves, who we are, what we're meant to be doing, what we are supposed to be paying attention to. Let those synchronistic happenings give you an invitation, give you direction, give you a hug that you can't resist, and that is going to take you to where you are going. You can't resist it. You can't avoid it. It's so obvious. So those spiritual knowings, those spiritual ahas, and I'll just stick this word spiritual in there.
No, it makes sense.
Are exactly what we as human beings are to find, to hold, to experience, and to know. And I will put a bit more in here about this, which is that when we have an insight, when we have one of those synchronistic blasts, it's happening in that moment. And it may be very indicative of the next moment or next week or next year. It may help us get there. It may help us be in the right state of mind that all of the probable things that are coming to us in relation to that thing will happen. But it's not a solid concept. It is not solid matter. It doesn't help us to try to hold on to that synchronicity and say, that happened to me, therefore this is how I'm supposed to feel all the time. Those synchronistic moments are teachers, guides, leaders, helpmates, angels, however you want to look at it. And they exist to give you a notion and an insight, an intuitive little download about where, what, how, what's coming next, what to do next, what you may see next. And the other thing I would add is that when you have one of those amazing sensations, you know that you are in the moment, that you are in truth. When that resonance fills you, know that that is how you could feel almost everything, because we are here to be synchronicity. We are here to just be available to whatever falls in front of us in the moment, to be available to whatever enhances what's going on in the moment. Synchronicity is what we are all about. So, so live your synchronistic existences as much as possible and watch how more and more of it happens, and how you feel more and more real and fulfilled all of the time.
Lovely.
Wow.
Beautiful. And you're so right. I mean, I resonate so with you and what you've said, Anatara, because, and I believe that more and more of them seem to happen because our awareness is opening, because they're happening all the time. And unless we are aware of it and we choose to pay attention and be still enough to listen and be with it. And the first few are interesting. And then as time goes on, it's like, wow, it actually happens all the time.
and that's how the resonance helps us, because we feel it and we recognize it and we like the way it feels. And that invites more of those moments, more synchronicity into our countenance, into our awareness.
Yes. Beautiful. I know. Ooh, love it. Love it. Coincidence or synchronicity? Well, we'll take it all, won't we?
We sure will.
Thank you so much, Anatara, for this wonderful moment. Synchronicity. And of course, we would like to thank each and every one of you for joining us in this new platform of education and information. We're grateful for your continuous support, and we look forward to hearing your feedback on how we can serve you better. We invite you to connect with Anatara by following her on Twitter @Anatara, and of course through her website, anatara.ca, anatara.ca. We look forward to your comments and suggestions. Please do so by typing it into the comment box on the screen. And it doesn't matter if you're listening to this show a year from now, 2 years from now, we will be sure to write back to you. And if you are listening to this on your device, like an iPod or any device that is out there now, please give us a call at 818-LETS-TALK. 818-LETS-TALK. Thank you for joining us today. And until next time, namaste.
That you're passing a kidney stone. It could mean an infection, an inflammation, many different things. But again, it's not really necessary for you to make the diagnosis. Your job is to recognize that something is abnormal, watch it for a little while, and if it goes away, then keep an eye on it. If it comes back at another time, recognize maybe the causes of it. But if it doesn't go away, it gives you the upper hand to know that it's time to go see your doctor.